Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea. The idea that you can actually, deliberately choose to feel good, and that this one single choice can literally change everything. So, let's jump right in.
But first things first, let's just do a quick check-in. Just for a second, ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? Are you feeling satisfied or kind of unsatisfied? Are you feeling grateful or a little resentful? There's no right or wrong answer here, but it's the perfect starting point for everything we're about to get into. You see, the core belief here is that you came into this life with one main intention: to experience joy. Yeah, the whole point was to expand, to have fun, and just to feel good. Let's let that sink in, because it's the foundation for everything else. And that leads us right to this central theme. Your emotional state isn't just something that happens to you. It's an active choice, a choice you get to make in every single moment.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because that choice has real consequences. It's like there are two paths. When you consciously choose to feel good, you kind of open the floodgates to what are called universal energies, and more good stuff just naturally flows your way. But on the flip side, when you choose to feel bad, you limit that flow, you pinch it off, and you end up attracting more of the very things you don't want. It's a super direct cause and effect thing.
So, and this is crucial, it's not just a one-and-done choice. Our feelings have momentum. They build on themselves. They create this kind of spiral effect, and it absolutely works in both directions. Let's look at that downward spiral. We've all been there, right? It just starts with focusing on one little thing you don't like. Then, the next step, you just linger there. You kind of wallow in it. And what's the result? Well, you start attracting more thoughts, more situations, more things that match that yucky feeling. It's a cycle that just feeds itself. But here is the amazing part. The exact same mechanism works in the other direction. This is the upward spiral. It starts by finding any excuse to feel good. I mean, it could be something tiny, like the sun on your face or a good cup of coffee. Then you just linger in that feeling. And as that good feeling builds momentum, you start attracting more and more experiences that feel just like it. So it all kind of boils down to this one very direct question, doesn't it? It's a bit provocative, but it really cuts to the chase. Since both paths take focus and energy, which excuse would you rather spend your time looking for?
Okay, let's zoom out a little, because this idea gets even bigger. It's not just an internal thing that affects your mood. The idea is that your feeling, your choice, actually sends a signal out into the universe, and the universe itself responds to how you feel.
This feeling state, this signal you're sending out, is often called your vibration. Just think of it like your emotional frequency. It's kind of like tuning an old radio, When you're tuned to a positive frequency, a good feeling, you get this beautiful, clear station of well-being. But when you're feeling bad, it's like you're tuned to static. That low vibration constricts the flow, and it blocks all the good stuff from coming through clearly.
So if our feeling state is really that powerful, what's the big takeaway? Well, it means that managing how you feel isn't some luxury. It's not something to do after all the important stuff is done. It becomes your absolute #1 priority. Okay, so if feeling good is the goal, how do we actually do it? Especially when we're feeling stuck in a rut. Well, let's look at a practical feel-good toolkit filled with some affirmations designed to help you shift your state on purpose. Here are some of the key ones. They're meant to be repeated to really let them sink in and consciously shift your focus. I mean, look at them. I am a worthy person. I can choose my perspective. They're all about taking back your power. I came to this reality to have fun. And then there's this last one. Wow, I know that everything is happening for me. That's not just a small tweak. That is a massive perspective shift right there. And at the end of the day, all these tools, all these big concepts, they all boil down to this one simple, actionable command. It's not about fixing the past or stressing about the future. The whole practice is about bringing your attention right back here, to this moment, and finding some way to feel good now. And this all leads to this final, really powerful perspective. A state of just ultimate trust. It's a pretty radical idea, isn't it? So the question I want to leave you with is this. What if, just for today, you decided this was true? What might change for you if you went through your day with a deep down belief that nothing is wrong and that everything is actually right?